All messages. Okay. Okay, so I just read this thing recently that said artificial intelligence is reading people's emails. I always kind of thought that it had to in order for email to be sent to you. I was kind of thinking that artificial intelligence had to play some kind of role in that and the advertising inside of emails, but now that it's going to become a bigger problem than what it really should have ever been, I'm just curious on how people are feeling about this now that they've been told that artificial intelligence is literally reading your emails now. Um, and so if you didn't think about it that way before, maybe you think about it a little bit differently now, because we really did have to have artificial intelligence reading emails. But, well, okay, so for example, you can have a reader for people who are hearing impaired. It's necessary for them to have a reader inside of their email, which means that artificial intelligence is giving people who are hearing impaired an assist with reading emails for them, because they have a harder time reading and seeing. For people who are, I should have said seeing impaired, and read, yes, both seeing impaired and reading impaired. Reading emails. Okay. It says yes, artificial intelligence systems do read and analyze emails to provide features like spam filtering, smart replies, and content summarization. This process is done by algorithms, not humans, and is a standard part of how many modern email services functions. Often when users consent through their terms of service and feature activation. So now, how do you guys feel about this now that we've expressed it more? How do you feel about artificial intelligence reading your emails, which it always was? It had to. Otherwise, you wouldn't be getting email. So if you didn't use artificial intelligence for spam, you would have nothing. You would just have all your mail in one place. And so that's why I'm asking these questions. Why, hello, human stats, 7638. Rules play on Roblox. Okay, so I don't know what that is because I don't use Roblox, but okay, you guys want to talk about Roblox a little bit. I've heard that it's not very good for kids, that it has some bad things going on there, but aside from that, I don't have the power to fix that because I just don't. I don't have the power to fix that. I don't know what rules play Roblox. And so we're talking about artificial intelligence. Well, artificial intelligence can become a covert operation, though, when you think about it. When I think about it, actually, you could use artificial intelligence for good and use it as a covert operation to deploy a system of spy networks to go into places where it would not be easy for someone who is a human being to go into to see what they're up to. I mean, that's just my thought on this, so if you think that a website is up to something no good, if you think that there's some bad things going on in some places, you could create a network of covert worm and bug spy operations. Like, so some people say that probably wouldn't be right, but right now, I mean, things are falling on deaf ears. So, hello, Kumonsa. See, Kumon Tatsi. I don't know what that is. I don't know how to pronounce that very well, so I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. And so Um, yeah. I was thinking about maybe doing a drawing a little bit later. I'm not sure. I want to doodle something maybe. Um, that's what I was thinking about. I'm not sure what I want to doodle. Um, hello, E. Alani Marroquin. Alani Marroquin, hello. Um, so here we are on the internet saying a bunch of hellos and highs all the time. No wonder hello and hi are very popular words. Hello, hi, hello, hi, hello, hi, 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 hi. Hello, it's hi, the hi, hello. Binley Mega Chippy. Uh, Binley? Binley. Yeah, chippy chip, like the microchips or the potato chips. I mean, chips are chips, right? Chips have hips in them. So if we're looking at the anagram, well, yeah, the anagram spellings, I mean, rearranging the words, rearranging a word with an anagram. Now, I did an anagram yesterday. And so an anagram English language is rearranging the words. It doesn't say we can't subtract words, right? It doesn't say we have to have the exact same words in the words, right? So when you look at chips, you've got IPS, Internet Protocol Services, IPS. Hips is in chips, and then chips is in chips. And then you have chips that you can eat, but you also have chips that are computer chips. And then you have poker chips. Your brain hurts? I'm sorry your brain hurts. But yes, we've got computer chips, poker chips, and potato chips. Okay, we'll just keep it at 3 types of chips because I think, oh no, we've got 4 types of chips. Chipped dishes. Oh, good grief. I'm sorry I hurt your brain even more. Yes, we've got 4 types of chips now. Chipped dishes, chipped china, actually. And oh my gosh, Jesse Wellens, we've got chocolate chip cookies. Do you remember Jesse Wellens did chip chocolate? He did a rapper, and so Jesse Wellens was a popular YouTuber, and he used to be in the United States Air Force, and then he got burnt out on what he was doing, even though he said the money is really. Well, at the end though, he was saying that he was still making the videos, but it sounded like the money was not coming in as good. So we've got chocolate chips, we've got chipped dishes, chipped china, we have potato chips, we have chipped bone fragments, and then we have microchips, chips that are inside of computers. And so I can come up with a whole bunch of chips if you guys need me to come up with a whole bunch of chips. Paint chips. paint paint chips. Do you remember the paint chips that you go to the home improvement store and you have the paint chips? Well, what they I call them paint chips. They're actually the decorative. You can get them for free too from your home improvement store. So you could use that in your video artwork. So if you guys go to your home improvement store and you see all the paint chips that are gone, which is the paint matching stuff, somebody probably might have taken it and used it for some art project or something, or they could have used it and glued it to their wall and just made a glued it to their wall and decorated their house in some way using Elmer's glue, putting paint chips from the home improvement store on the wall or from the paint store. And so I don't remember what they're called. I know they're samples, and you're supposed to kind of take it to your house and put them up there and decide what color paint you want to paint it. Now, nobody said you couldn't take a bunch of paint chips over time and collect them and then put them on your wall and then just use that as your wall background decoration on your wall. That's what I'm kind of thinking. I mean, that's a good idea. And you know what? You know, when there was a time that I actually went into my home improvement store one time and I was getting some paint chips because I was doing some things with them. And there was a guy in there who looked like Mark Zuckerberg, and it was so funny. I told him that he looked like Mark Zuckerberg. He laughed and he thought it was funny. He was with a girl who kind of looked like a what would I say, a relative of some sort, maybe. Funny misunderstanding you've had. Okay, let's post this up here. What was a funny misunderstanding I've ever had? I don't know. If I ever have one, I'll tell you. Um, what is a funny misunderstanding you have ever had? Uh, I think sometimes I just kind of think my own self. I think people misunderstand me all the time. I think I'm misunderstood for a lot of reasons. Um, and well, sometimes people have said things about that there's pranks that have gone wrong. And sometimes I think that maybe someone was trying to do a prank at one time, and then they realized that um, the person they were doing the prank on kind of understood things, but the other person was just being a jerk. And so you have to have, if you're going to do a prank on people, you kind of have to know that both parties are of that spirited mindset to be able to take a joke. But when one person takes things so excruciatingly seriously, I mean, that's all I'm going to say. And yes, I know I'm kind of talking in riddles, but what other kind of chips? Oh, card chips. Um, Chipped up rocks. Yeah, I've chipped up rocks. Um, Chipped up seashells. I mean, everything, chip is another word for grind, isn't it? Grinding things up, like coffee. Coffee beans could be into chips. When you have something that's sort of like a plate like, then it becomes a chip of some sort. Um, what's another word? Chip. That's a name though too. I think Chip just might be a nickname though, isn't it? Chippendales. Chippendales. Oh, oh dear, my past, like when I got married years and years ago, my china pattern was Chippendales. Oh my goodness. Wasn't that one of the names of one of the little squirrels, Chip? I don't remember. Um, but that would be funny. That's kind of funny right there, because you know how China had those fancy names. Let me see if I can find some of the old names of China pattern names, China, uh, China pattern names from 19. Let's do from 1980s. 1980s. China pattern names from 1980s. Wedgwood, Charleston, Runnymede Blue, Osborne. I didn't know that. Mikasa, Charisma Black, and Something Blue. Charleston, Eternal Autumn, Federal Gold, Scarlet Red. Oh, I didn't know that. Those are under Lennox China Patterns. Wedgwood, Runnymede Blue, Osborne, Angela is all under Wedgwood. Noritake. Oh, I think I had Noritake maybe. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Ariana Platinum, Shenandoah, Marmalade, Barrymore, and Sweet Swirl. Those are under Noritake. Mikasa, Charisma Black, Something Blue, and Anthurium Flower, and Love Song. This is under Mikasa. And then other notable patterns: Old Country Roses by Royal Albert, Willow Blue, Yorktown, and Faltzgraff. Oh, I remember Faltzgraff as well. But Chippendale, that would be kind of a joke. Chippendale would be kind of a funny joke for a China pattern name, wouldn't it? Chippendale. Imagine having some paper plates named Chippendale. Chippendale. It works. People would find that, people I know my age would find that so funny because we all know what the Chippendales are. Apparently the millennials and Generation X are going to know what Chippendales are because if they ever watched Jersey Shore, three of the guys from Jersey Shore are Chippendales. That's their job. Their job is entertainment. And so they leave their Chippendales job to go do some episodes on Jersey Shore. But I have to wonder how long that's going to last. I don't know, how long do you guys think it's going to last? Um, them being, but Chippendales would be perfect for a name for paper plates. Paper plate Chippendales. I think it would be perfect. Oh, cow chips. Oh, cow chips. Yes, cow chips. How could I forget? How could I ever forget cow chips? Cow chips and chipping cow chips, wood chips. Yeah, the wood chip pile. How much wood could a wood chip if a wood chip could chip wood? I changed it. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Well, how much wood does a drill chuck chip? A drill chuck. You know the drill chucks? How much wood does a drill chuck chip if a drill chuck could chuck wood and chip? I don't know. Oh, you have a golf chip. Golf chipping. Golf chipping. Yes, chipping. So is someone going to be now to getting out golf clubs and they're going to be chipping a potato chip with a golf club? Is that what they're going to do now? That would be kind of funny. That would be kind of a good brain rot video, wouldn't it? Of getting a robot to be chipping with a golf club, chipping a potato chip. I bet we can do it. I'm pretty sure we can do it. And so I think I'm going to end my video now. I don't know what my misunderstanding is. If I had one, if this is meant for me, a funny misunderstanding that I have had. I don't know yet. If I ever have one, I'll let you guys know. I don't know what it is. But if I ever have one, I'll let you guys know. A funny misunderstanding. His brain hurts. Okay, I think that's it for right now. And subscribe if you're new.